Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SOM Live. Corky McCorkle here alongside the one and only Spaceman Jones. We are SOM. Come get some. Ladies and gentlemen, Chad Bartlett has a match tonight in that Spoiler Classic tournament. Spaceman, you were there last week at the Mount Carmel block party. Here we are taking a look at what happened last week. Brian Rivers advancing in that tournament, and tonight, Chad Bartlett going to take on J.C. Adams.
Yes, Chad Bartlett and J.C. Adams are going to do battle tonight. Chad Bartlett has had a lot to say in the past couple of weeks, where every time he opens his mouth, he has a lot to say.
He's always got a lot to say.
We're going to see if he can back it up. He's been on a very lengthy losing streak in SOM Live. We can see if he can snap it today against J.C. Adams. It's going to prove to be very tough.
Well, today also, folks, we're going to take a look back, a special look back at the history between Devastation Inc. and J.C. Adams and RT3 for those tag team titles, as well as we're going to be taking a look back at a match that happened at the Virginia-Kentucky Fair between Stan the Man Lee and Ricky Morton.
Great matchup.
Ahead of their rematch coming up here in a couple of weeks at the Greene County Fair. Be sure to join us there Wednesday, July 24th. But right now, folks, we're going to take you to that special video package and the tag team titles.
That's right.
Goes behind.
Spear!
Into the spear. And it's a
Oh, my God! They just won! They just won!
You gotta be kidding me!
RT3 and J.C. Adams are the #1 contenders for the tag team champions.
You gotta be
They will beat the EGC tomorrow night.
And a spear, that's gotta be
What time
it.
it is?
Come on now, 1, 2, 3. Yes, new East Tennessee champion.
Kicks out.
Then here comes the Devastation Inc.
Oh, no! Devastation Corporation hit the...
RT3 with the big body slam on the Sultan.
Looks like he's setting him up for the spear.
Yeah, and JC working away on Joe Briggs there. And there it is.
Big
There's the spear. RT3's got it. He's got this thing won. Referee is distracted now. Wait a minute now. Yeah, Prince Malik just gave him that flag of the United Arab Emirates. And Dr. Joe Briggs, he's off the top rope with that flag.
This way.
And the referee didn't see it. Referee distracted there by J.C. Adams. And now Sultan with a cover. Oh no, not like this.
No, not this way. Not this way.
Well, they've won it. Devastation Inc. The new East Tennessee Tag Team Champs.
You're a disgusting cheater.
Your winners
Plenty of fresh
and the new SOM East Tennessee Tag Team Champions, the Devastation Incorporated.
Man back in town, baby. What do you got now, J.C. Adams? Huh?
Now Sultan too. Now, what did he just drive into? He had something in his hand.
He
that
just
looked like
slapped
it
him in
went
the
over
referee.
throat of
Whose
Jason.
job is it to keep things together in that ring? Don't you blame the Devastation Corporation. They're just working as a team. It's not their job to regulate
Once
this match.
again, look at him now. He had something. He stuffed it. He stuffed an object into his.
No, he did
into his knee
not.
pad there. He
Whoa.
got tackled from this RT3.
Oh my
One
God!
streak to get the huge Sultan up off his feet and way up there high for that scoop slam. RT3.
What's this?
He's looking for the spear, and he hits the spear. Yes. RT3, we're gonna have
No!
two tag team champions. Yes.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? No! What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you? Carlisle. I guess these people enjoy highway robbery.
The guys, they won them fair and square. Right
No,
there
they
in the
did
middle
not
there.
win
1,
that
2,
fair
3.
and square.
Yes,
Georgie.
they did,
No,
Jared
they did
Bartlett.
not. That was highway robbery.
Hey, Justin,
you know it.
what is it
I
you
know
got
it.
against
Everybody
RT3
knows
and
it.
JC Adams
I
anyway?
just don't like a bunch of cheating idiots. Look at this. Finally, justice is being served.
So you can see the moment right here, folks. Right there it is, where the Sultan slipped
just
that foreign object
Slid
into the
it
trunks
right
of
there in his
RT3.
trunks, just as slick as he ever could be.
JC and RT3 had been declared the victors and the new SOM East Tennessee champions, and the referee forced to reverse his decision after the Sultan planted that object right on RT3.
Man, those Devastation Inc. guys, you have to have 5 sets of eyes to keep your eyes on all of the dirty tricks they do.
Folks, we'll be back with more right after this.
Man, here for SOM Live, standing here with the loaded gun, Chad Bartlett, ahead of his spoiler classic qualifying match against the one and only JC Adams. Now, that's a stiff challenge for you, Chad.
Man, that ain't no challenge. Do I really need to qualify? How am I not qualified? The first TV champion, the baddest man on the roster. You think I'm going to have a problem with this 5'8" jockey that's been riding RT3's back? I don't think so. I don't care what kind of acrobatic moves you got. If that's what makes you a champion, that's what makes you a great wrestler, then there's about a bunch of 6-year-olds from China that need to be world champion in every place in the wrestling business. What I'm getting ready to do is take that stringy spaghetti hair of that brain-dead idiot and beat him half to death, and y'all wrestling fans are going to have to eat it. When a real man, a real fighter, rips your hero apart, rips out his heart and eats it. What do you think, Spaceman? That sound like fun to you?
No, that don't sound like fun.
Well, that's what I'm about to do.
Well, Spaceman here for SOM Live, man, with Chad Bartlett. Back to you, Corky. I don't know how you deal with this dude every day. Spaceman here with SOM Live, standing here with Prince Malik and Devastation Incorporation, your new East Tennessee tag team titles. You guys did it again, man.
You sound like you're very surprised, Mr. Spaceman. There's no surprise to us. Were you guys surprised? Didn't think so, huh? Did you notice how it all came out in the end, Mr. RT3? He's a kind of a big cheater. Did you know that? They know that in Georgia. So one thing about Devastation Incorporation is we kind of bring the truth out of people. Like those hillbillies again, right? More hillbillies? That's all that lives around here are you toothless hillbillies. And I guess the Doolies are the next one on our list. Well, you know, it doesn't matter if it's JC and RT3 or these hillbillies or any tag team in the world. Listen to me. We are Devastation Incorporation, and wherever we go, people remember us, and they fear us, and they eventually will respect us. Now, with that said, do you have anything else left for us, Mr. Spaceman?
Yeah, I was going to ask you one more question about this guy right here. We never really talked to him on tape. We noticed this is a new guy. What's your name?
You don't know what my name is?
No, first time meeting you.
Mr. Spaceman, I thought you were a journalist. I thought you did your job.
Hold up
You
the
just
microphone.
stay with the microphone. You don't even do your homework?
You see, this man right here has no idea who I am. Nobody seems to know who I am, but I'm telling you, I am one half of the East Tennessee Tag Team Champions, and there's one thing right now that every single one of you are going to know, and that's who the Doctor of Destruction, Joe Briggs, is. I told you I was coming here to win championships and make money, and there are no better tag teams in this region, in this country, than who is standing before you right now. Devastation Incorporated, the Doctor of Destruction, Joe Briggs, the Sultan. There is nobody better, individually or collectively, than us. So you may not know who I am now, but I can guarantee you, with this man and this man, my name will be synonymous in your mind.
So do you like our new wellness program, Mr. Spaceman?
I guess so, yeah.
I tell you what, we got one more thing to tell you. That is it! We are done, over and out!
Spaceman for SOM Live. Back to you, Corky.
The people who don't like it are angry, and the people who like it are laughing.
Joey Ryan fan?
Goddamn right.
Joey Ryan. In an era where indie wrestling, it's never been bigger. This is it, and I could not be more excited.
It's about sending people home happy, and I think Joey does that.
People came to see us wrestle, and they're fired up.
I'm Hoot. And I'm Punky. And you're watching SOM Live.
Here we go. Carrying on with this Spoiler Classic tournament. Chad Bartlett in here now.
So we see we got the Loaded Gun versus JC Adams. The winner of this is going to move on to that big fatal four-way.
That's a Loaded Gun against a High Flyer. And
the winner of this matchup is going on to the Spoiler Classic August 4th in Johnson City, Tennessee, to vie in that
correct.
fatal four-way match.
yep, going to be a
for the East
four-way
Tennessee.
elimination style match. And now, JC Adams, who we showed you earlier in the program, has been involved in that tag team division, but I'm sure he would love what a feather in his cap it would be to carry that East Tennessee Heavyweight Championship. And you can hear from the crowd here,
This young man is very, very talented and very popular. The sky's the limit for JC Adams here.
yeah, the fans here at SOM Live heavily favoring JC Adams over Chad Bartlett.
What
in
can
this
you blame?
one, so.
What can you blame him? Corky Chad Bartlett has been talking just all kind of noise and trash to him ever since he came here. I don't think he's ever had anything good to say about our wonderful fans.
All right, here we go. First round action underway for the Spoiler Classic. This qualifying match. Chad Bartlett.
Well, he can't win the match out there on the outside of the ring, that's for sure. A little bit of a stall tactic from the Loaded Gun Chad Bartlett.
Bartlett asking for a timeout here.
But as me and you both know, Corky, there's no timeouts in wrestling.
There is no timeouts. And now, here we go. All around the ring there in that lockup. And
A clean break.
yeah, I'm a bit surprised to see a clean break from Chad Bartlett. J.C. Adams, the more experience of the two, at least inside the squared circle. Chad Bartlett doing a little taunting there on J.C. All right, now let's see if we can get things underway here.
We'll see how much talking Chad can do in this match. Because he's definitely going to try to talk his way into making JC make a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's still running his mouth in there right now.
Well, I mean, you see that him and referee Willie Manus do not have the greatest relationship. And I think that having Willie Manus out here as a referee for a Chad Bartlett match doesn't bode well for Chad.
Oh, a headlock takeover from J.C. Adams. And he is ringing it in there.
Got that stiff side headlock.
Yeah, it looks like he's really squeezing away on it. And yeah, as you said, Chad Bartlett has had a history with that referee. I know it's not the referee Chad Bartlett would like to have, the one he paid off to win, but she's now become an in-ring competitor.
Yes,
and that matchup at Mount Carmel ending in a double count. Both competitors' shoulders pinned to the mat, so we'll be seeing a rematch of our first ladies match here next week on SOM Live.
Yes, we will.
So be sure and tune in for that, folks. Chad Bartlett now taking control, whips JC in. JC goes up and over, arm drags Chad Bartlett and hanging on with that arm bar.
JC Adams is going to be able to use his quickness to an advantage. He's much quicker than Chad Bartlett and a much better athlete.
Chad Bartlett complains of a hair pull to the referee as he grabs a fistful of JC's hair. And now,
well, we know that Chad is a cheater. We have video proof that he paid off a ref and they still pardon him. I don't understand.
yeah, no doubt about it. That's as shady as it gets, and that's the administration here at SOM. And now what's this big G that Bronson Garrett has talked about?
I don't know. He said that he was going to bring the G out, the big G. Is it General Mills maybe? I don't know. That's the only big G I know. But I know if Bronson and Judas are trying
Bartlett,
to work on anything.
Snapmare's over JC, and a big springboard splash coming out of that corner.
Big Vader splash.
Well, he wasted a little time before that cover. Chad Bartlett did. Now, Chad Bartlett now, knife edge chop across the chest of J.C. Adams. J.C. Adams now firing back, slamming Chad Bartlett, and pulled his shirt over his head like a hockey fight.
Oh, that was
And
loud.
yeah, huge
You
over.
could have heard that in Greenville. They heard that slap. They heard that chop in Greenville.
This crowd is chanting. They want to see another one, and they got it. Chad Bartlett doesn't know where he's at with that shirt pulled over his head.
No, he didn't. And J.C. Adams is
All
taking
right
it right
now.
to him. Oh.
Well, Chad Bartlett charging in after reversing that whip from J.C. Adams and a nonchalant kind of cover.
Yeah, that was very arrogant cover from Chad Bartlett.
That looked like something out of the book of the EGC he learned from maybe Sir Brian Jeffries.
Yeah, maybe so. He likes those EGC guys.
Right, Chad Bartlett running in with the splash. JC out of the way just in time. And now JC Adams whips Chad Bartlett into the ropes.
Big back elbow. JC Adams picking up some steam.
JC Adams with a hook of the leg, and no, not quite.
Chad
But at
Bartlett
least he's
survives,
trying to
kicks
get a
out,
cover with that hook of the leg and not just stepping on the guy's chest
which
with
is
one
very
foot.
disrespectful.
All right, Referee Willie Manis asking for a clean break. Now. Chad Bartlett ducking the clothesline.
Big swing blade.
What did you call that, Spaceman?
Big
Wait a
swing
minute
blade.
now.
What is he doing with a chair?
Yeah, Jason Blythe just came in here and handed that chair to Chad Bartlett.
Ever since they cheated
Now
Romeo
Chad
and
trying to whip JC into that corner with the chair. And Chad Bartlett just took the chair himself. Well, that's what he gets for trying to use a foreign weapon like that, foreign object, and huge driver from JC. Just chilling. Adams picks up the win and advances in this Spoiler Classic tournament now. He'll be going on the Carver Rec Center August 4th. There you see JC Adams joining Brian Rivers in that four-way elimination match that's going to be taking place August 4th here at the Carver Rec Center in Johnson City.
Great action, and Chad Bartlett loses again. I think that the match to him and Jason Blythe screwed him. What's going on?
He's accusing the referee. Well, next week we'll see Jason Blythe in action taking on Ricky Dooley in a continuation of the Spoiler Classic tournament. Well, right now, folks, we want to take you back to the Virginia-Kentucky Fair and a match that took place between Ricky Morton and Stan the Man Lee ahead of their rematch. It's coming up here in a few weeks at the Greene County Fair. Check this out,
Very
folks.
good match. Ricky is making sure that the crowd is staying in participation.
Ricky Morton has seen it all and standing there like he didn't know what to make of this guy, Spaceman.
Yeah, this guy, he obviously does not want to fight. He doesn't want to wrestle. He wants to talk and walk around, so maybe he can get a job somewhere else doing that.
Quit telling him that! You quit telling him that!
Stan Lee trying to quiet down these fans as Ricky Morton getting them hyped up. Now there we go. Finally we got another lockup here.
Put him back! Put him back! Put him back! Oh, no, no!
Oh, there we go. Shots to the gut.
Down low and up high.
Yep, and Stan Lee is down off his feet. Ricky Morton got him chanting for rock and roll.
That's right, rock and roll forever, baby. See if Stan the Man has a different game plan this time. Looks like he's getting a little fired up.
Stan Lee's reaching down. What is he getting out of his britches there? Right, Stan Lee with a foreign object now.
Right behind his back. The
Yep.
referee really needs to check.
I told you to stay back.
All right now.
I told you to stay back, Ricky. Come on.
What did he grab? Well, now he's moved it
Under his armpit.
in his armpit. Yeah, well, we saw it. All these fans saw it. I think he's pretty slick, but I don't know where he learned his sleight of hand technique. He's no Harry Houdini. I mean, everybody here saw what he did.
He's still trying to play this rules with the referee. Wow.
Well, I say everybody saw it but referee Shane Chess there.
Now, open it up now.
And now, what? I believe it went back in his trunks.
It did. He's getting it right now.
So now, Stan Lee, I couldn't be more obvious there. Back under the armpit.
Checking his boots. Look at his arm. It's on his arm.
Well, yeah, everybody here saw. Everybody knows he's got it back in his hand now. But wait a minute,
He just hit Ricky Morton.
just hit him with a wallop with whatever that was, a rolling nickels or
object.
I don't know. A fist pack of some sort. Anyway. And now, going on the hair of Ricky Morton, the Hall of Famer. Stan Lee now has Ricky Morton against the ropes.
Pulling back on his face.
Going right on. Looked like he had a handful of hair.
Anything that he can grab. Right now. That's old school. Mean, just mean.
Morton fighting Morton back with a boot to the midsection. He just takes an eye rake from Stan the Man Lee. But you can tell that that's two veterans in there. A dirty player here, and it's Stan Lee, and he just hit him with that object again, did he?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Referee Shane Chesso is having a hard time keeping his eyes on Stan Lee. He's a slicker.
You're doing great now, Ricky. You're doing great.
To the midsection of the corner.
And a right hand.
Closed fist right to the
Well, a closed fist. That time he didn't have his loaded fist pack in there. Choking the Hall of Famer with that boot. Stan Lee pointing, saying that this is your hero.
Ricky's getting real energy from the people.
Oh, Stan Lee blocks that right from Ricky Morton and delivers one of his own.
He's got Ricky in a bad way right now.
Ricky Morton now back just right in the position to be choked by that middle rope. Stan Lee using that ring as a weapon against Ricky Morton. And now we've got Stan Lee whips Morton into the ropes and sleeper hold applied. Trying to put one half of the Rock and Roll Express out of commission.
He's got it sunk in pretty deep. Ricky is in a little bit of trouble. Right now, let's see if he can get out of it.
Ricky is down. He might be out now.
Yes, he might.
He's got that sleeper hold locked in good. All right, that's one. If Ricky Morton can't raise his arm on the count of three, he will be out of this thing. And
you know he was going to try to hold on. That's the heart of the Hall of Fame right there.
Ricky Morton, yeah, like you said, a lot of heart, a lot of tenacity. Resilience of the Hall of Famer, fighting back now with shots to the gut and shoots Stan Lee off. And now Ricky Morton with a sleeper hold of his own. Let's see if he can put out Stan Lee. Oh! Stan Lee hits the jawbreaker on Ricky Morton. Well, a clever way to reverse that sleeper hold. He just shoved the referee now, charging in to the corner. Ricky Morton with the schoolboy roll up and 3 count. He's won it. And look at, and now Stan Lee over there. He was right in the middle of the ring, acting like he had his foot on the rope.
After he used that foreign object,
he
on
did
Ricky
not.
5 or 6 times.